If you've got a PhD, congratulations, very good job. Should we be really calling you a doctor, though? Like, can you answer the question, is anyone here a doctor? Without having to explain yourself a little bit? If there's a medical emergency on an airplane and they're like, is anyone here a doctor? And you're like, well, I am. It was like, well, can you save this man? It's like, well, does this man know anything about 16th century Roman Baroque architecture?
Ladies and gentlemen, coming all the way to the stage right now, Chris Higgins. Give it up for him.
Hello. Wow, very polite. You guys all said hello. One or two of you laughed, which was quite honestly pretty haunting. Not often you go, hello, and then someone goes, you'd be like, get away from me right now. Don't talk to me anymore. I should stop making eye contact with strangers on the streets. Not what for me. I'll get it out of the way before I really get rolling here. I do understand I look like if a golden retriever became a real boy. Yeah, laugh it up, you bullies. I understand. What you're seeing on the outside is what you're getting on the in. Like I'm just in life for like the good pets, and you know I want to go on a walk every day. Like I don't like confrontation. Like if any of you want to get in an argument with me after the show about something I say up here, you win. Thank you so much for coming up. That's a mighty strong opinion you have there. I actually don't have those. So what are you doing later? You want to take me for a walk? I've never been to Marietta. All right, show me around right now. Like I can't do it. I will not do confrontation. I have two examples. First one, I was in an Uber and I buckled my seatbelt about a minute into the drive. And my driver, he didn't say anything, but he gave me a look that to me said, is there something wrong with my driving? And I just unbuckled my seatbelt. I was just like, that's my bad, dude. I'm sorry. I can't believe I was looking out for myself like that. That was unbelievable. Very, very rude of me. Very rude of me, Paul F. If it helps, my friend, this is like the bluest Corolla I've ever been in. I think so serene in here. You know what, dude? Screw my destination. Where do you want to go? Let's do a little something for Paul today. A little ride on me, dude. Second example, I was walking in Midtown in Atlanta here earlier, and someone held open a door to a building that I wasn't going into. But I didn't want to be rude, you know. Southern hospitality is no joke, all right? You can't say no to some of you guys. And this guy held open this door, and I was like, all right, I'll figure it out. Who knows? Maybe I got something to do in here. I don't know. Maybe this guy knows more about my day's plans than I know about my day's plans. I mean, look at this guy. He kind of looks like a wizard. Maybe I'm meeting a wizard right now. Take me on a quest, wizard. I'm ready to go. It's about time I had a coming-of-age story. I'm 31. I'm very immature. This wizard let me into a condo building. A very nice condo. I don't know if you guys have seen me yet, but I don't belong in those places. I don't belong in nice anything, really. A condo of all, I don't own. I'm not a condo man. You can ask my landlord. I'm barely an apartment boy, actually. I'm more of a 7th of the month rent type of guy. That's late, by the way. If you guys were wondering. If you didn't know that, your landlord really hates you a lot. I pay my rent late sometimes, and when I do, I don't feel good about it, obviously, even though I bragged to rooms full of strangers about it. I don't, even though I joke about it with people I've never met, I don't feel great. Like whenever I turn in my rent late, I like to, go to my landlord's office, have a face-to-face interaction with this man, own up to my mistakes, get ready to grovel like the good little peasant that I am. I know my place. I grovel with the best of them. He opens the door to his office and I'm just like, "Here are your rents, my lord! I'm so very sorry the doubloons were tawny this moon cycle, but as you know, banditry has been rampant on the streets these days, and well, the constables can't be asked. The constables aren't doing shit. And, well, I met a wizard in Midtown Atlanta, so rent will be late next month. You take care. Have a good one. You take care of yourself. Fun, cool. It's actually really bad advice. You know? If you ever call your landlord my lord, they will ask you to stop. That is not their title anymore. Used to be, you know. You lived on the land. You know. If I'm ever a landlord, you will be calling me my lord. All right? I told a lot of jokes to buy this apartment building. Worked pretty hard for this. You know, it doesn't have to be all that bad, though. Like 25% off rent if you're willing to go along with the whole like British accent thing. Because I will be doing it, all right? It's going to be a goofy apartment building that you just moved into. Read the lease thoroughly, though. There's discounts in there. Like quarter off if you just role play a little bit. Like not like sexual, all right? It is a fantasy of some kind, but like every time you come into my office, my herald immediately announces you. He's like, "'Tis Gary from 4E!" And I'm over on my throne, like hunched and evil, and I'm like, come in, Gary. What is it, Gary? Speak your piece, Gare Bear." And then Gary's over here like, "Oh, man. I forgot about the British thing." Someone did say it was a quarter off if you go along with him. God, this guy's weird. My lord, I beseech you, my lord. And then I'm gonna be over here like, "Good accent, Gary, it is! You've been practicing!" And then my herald's over here like, 25% rent off for Gary! And then I'm like, "I know the damn policy. Speak up, Gary. You've interrupted me in my quill practice, damn you." And then Gary's like, "My lord, my oven will not preheat, my lord. It will not preheat it, my lord. The fires within will not achieve what you promised me, my lord. I just require pot pie. I come home late at night, and all I need is the pot pie." And I'll be like, "Calm down, Gary. Seize him." I don't really know where this joke goes. It can go for a while, to be honest. Oh man, you guys are stupid. Heck yeah, I love it. This is so fun. This is the best job I've ever had. I know. This is my only job right now. Yeah, I know. They legalized Illinois. And it took me out of business. I'll let some of you put that together later. I'm not going to say anything more. I have had some really bad jobs. I've had some really good jobs. I had a really good job. I worked at a nonprofit with a bunch of people with PhDs. That's the coolest. That's the coolest it gets. Because all the people with PhDs, turns out they're pretty intolerable. When you don't have a PhD, they don't really respect you. And listen, if you've got a PhD, congratulations, very good job. Should we be really calling you a doctor, though? Like, can you answer the question, is anyone here a doctor? Without having to explain yourself a little bit? If there's a medical emergency on an airplane and they're like, is anyone here a doctor? And you're like, well, I am. It was like, well, can you save this man? It's like, well, does this man know anything about 16th century Roman Baroque architecture? No, probably not. That's right, I'm the only one. Dr. Thorkelson. How are you? Kiss the ring. I'll save this man. I'm a doctor. All right, let's get a pulse here. We'll get a pulse here. All right, very good. Definitely can feel some kind of pulse. All right. All right, use your training, doctor. Here we go. Sir, look at me. Sir, look at me. 16th century Roman Baroque architecture was founded during the Second Renaissance and can be found mostly in churches and high-ceilinged theaters. This man is dead. I'm very sorry. I believe I just killed him, actually. It's either the choking or the absolutely boring stuff I was saying.
Oh, yes.
I don't know, man. I think, like, I'm not just up here criticizing that title and not offering solutions. You know, a lot of comics do that and they just leave you without an answer. I got an answer.
Woo! Let's hear it.
Call yourself Wizard. You know? That title is currently being co-opted by people who I don't currently agree with. You know? I don't want to explain that to you, but if you don't get it, cool. Like, listen, if you've got a PhD in education, you're not a doctor in education. You're a learning wizard. Vets, dentists, if you think you've escaped this wrath, no. You're not a real doctor, I'm sorry. You're an animal wizard and a tooth wizard now. My shrink? Mind wizard. That's what I call him, at least. I'm like, whatever you say, mind wizard. And he's like, you need to be taking these sessions a little more seriously. And then I'm like, I pay you, I'll say whatever I want. Do another trick, wizard, go. Compliment me. Therapy's interesting. It's really, it's very helpful. I like having someone who doesn't have a stake in the game giving me outside opinion. That's very nice. I also love how expensive it is. Just kidding, that was a joke. I don't know if any of you guys all lost track that you were in a comedy show for a second. I was like, I love how expensive it is. And you were like, this TED Talk is turning on me. I don't agree with it anymore. I don't like how expensive it is, but you make sacrifices in order to do the things that you need to grow as a human. I stopped going out to coffee. A lot of my friends invite me out to lunch or dinner and stuff or brunch. I can't really. I've cut back on doing that. Some vacations I can't really go on. All the things that made me happy. One of the things. It's not very funny, to be honest. One of the things I'm in therapy for is I tend to overthink things. It probably makes me a decent comic, but otherwise, it's pretty debilitating. I overthink things a lot. Or maybe then again I don't think about them enough. No, it's probably a good amount. Could be more, maybe too much. I think my girlfriend's mad at me is what I'm telling you guys. All she texted me was a K. Yeah, never a good sign. I am dating someone, thank you. No. See, I even have to cue you and say thank you, and the rest of you are like, hey, where is she? Is she safe? Is she normal? How did he get a good... What? He looks like he teaches drug dealing at Hogwarts. Like, She must be really tall. She's pretty tall. She's an awesome lady. She's a very strong woman. And I don't know if I've explained myself thoroughly enough, but you've picked up on that I'm not a strong woman. Not really even a strong man. Dude, she's great. Like, if I'm a golden retriever, she's a wolf. Yeah. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I hope we make some friends today. And she's like, we should seek vengeance upon those who on those who have slightly wronged you later. Like, who's one of your exes? I'll call her now. Like, no, she's not that crazy, but she's pretty crazy. It's awesome. Like, before I had met her, I'd never returned anything. End of sentence. I know you expected a qualifier there, but if I bought it and it was wrong, I would look at it and I'd be like, man, I really gotta get better at buying stuff, dude. There's no going back once you press enter there. You win this round, Bezos. Like, looks like I need to shrink yet again. Or it's too big, we'll put that in a for later pile. Like, I could order something from a restaurant. I could order a filet mignon, and they could bring me a Philly cheesesteak, and I'd be like, incredible! What an interesting take on filet mignon. I've never really seen it done like this. She calls the waiter over, and she's like, you can't just call it a filet cheesesteak? You can't do that. Look at him, he's a moron. I'm over there, napkin tucked into my shirt, utensils vertical, like yeah! I'm a moron! Whatever she says. It's a good motto. Whatever she says. Happy wife, happy life. I'm willing to admit that she wears the pants. I'm happy with that. I don't want to make decisions. I'm just trying to chill. If I need to be there, I'll come. Otherwise, please leave me alone. She's awesome, dude. She's wearing the pants. She's also wearing the armor and wielding our family sword into battle. Like, she is my knight in shining armor, okay? She is glimmering into the sunset. I know who I am in this scenario. I am usually about 5 feet behind her, carrying a lot of her shit. Just finished pumping her up a little bit. I'm her squire. Only the women laughed at that part. The rest of the men were realizing your place in life. We meet on Thursdays, all right, boys? This is how I know I'm definitely a squire, is when she's getting ready for the day. She likes to run her outfits by me, which is ridiculous because she has told me multiple times she thinks I dress like crap. She says I look like I'm about to go camping at all times. Yeah, a lot of you were thinking it, I know. It's not a bad way to dress. The way the world's going. If it ends tomorrow, you're gonna be like, man, I wish I had dressed like I was going camping all the time. That guy was probably ready. I am. But she says I dress like crap, and then she has the gall to come into the room and be like, how does this look? I know my place. I always bow very humbly, and I'm like, it looks lovely, my lord. She's my landlord too, and that looks glorious. Like, is that a new blouse? Is that the one you got? What's it called? Anthropology. Is that it? I always wonder if that was a store or the study of human culture over time. But they spelled it wrong, so I know. Anyway, you look great. I think all the other women at work are gonna tremble in fear at that blouse right there. They're gonna see that and be like, wow, I wish I had bought that, you know, because your boobs look great. Can I see them? Oh, no, sorry, a stupid question, my lord. Very sorry, you know what they say, oh, shooters got to shoot. Just because you're in goal doesn't mean I can't score. Okay. You're interesting laughers. You guys are like, yeah, good, yes, next joke, go on. How are you over there, sir? I think that's the wizard that let me in earlier. Or Orson fucking Welles, I can't tell. Okay, on to the jokes. I was gonna do crowd work, but you guys scared the hell out of me right there. I tried to talk to him and he was like, I'll kill you, young man. Oh, the French champagne. You guys really don't know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, whatever. Yeah, one fella. All right.
Wait, it's the commercial, right?
It's too late. Jokes never work after you explain them for a minute. And only 2 people seem to get it. The ship has sailed. And none of us got on. We all like let it on. We all unroped it. We're like, was anyone on the ship? Oh no! Oh no! No one got on the ship. It's just adrift now. Oh. Who put the sails up? Whoa! It is really going. Wow. There goes that ship. Could have been fun to ride on it, but that guy that looks like Orson Welles wouldn't let us on. I'm not trying to brag, but earlier today I saw a helicopter. Yeah, you guys are pretty jealous. It's pretty impressive. I was stuck in traffic. It was above me. Then I realized what it was for. And then I got pretty unstoked pretty quickly. I was like, oh, a helicopter. And then I realized it was a traffic helicopter reporting on cars. Doesn't that seem rude? Like a helicopter reporting on us down here? He doesn't know what we're going through. The only vehicle that's never waited in line in its whole life. Like they cut to a helicopter, they're like, how's the traffic, Stewart? And he's like, traffic, what on earth are you talking about right now? No traffic for me, thank you. I don't know, like hurricane reports are done by guys in the storm. They're in a raincoat, getting their asses kicked by... You've seen Al Roker. You know, like, they don't do a hurricane report from a plane. They're not like, oh yeah, there it is. Good luck down there. I think the traffic report should be done by a guy in a car. Stuck in traffic. During both rush hours. He's pissed, all right? And they don't give him any information. They're like, and now we cut to Todd with the traffic report. And he's like, and now we cut to Todd with the traffic report. What do you think's going on out here? I don't know. I'm in a line of cars stuck next to another line of cars. Screw you, Susan. And screw you, Todd. I should have had your job. You square-jawed hack. I'm leaving this city. It's gone to crap. The population's grown too far beyond the infrastructure. I'm buying land in the ocean. So hopefully I freaking drown! Anyway, back to you, Susan. More at 5. It'll be how we feel. You guys have been a lot of fun. I've been Chris Higgins. Have a great rest of your night. Take care.